Rasta see this man killing. They make a follow I'm really. Nah, so she do use me really. Want to.
Hello guys. Welcome to another episode of Clustered Knot. Starting off, let me introduce my guys, my crew, my gang. My gang. What's our gang say? That's so Canadian. That's so. Okay, so starting off first introduction, I give it up to Oga Boss, the OG. Toby. I think I need to starting introduction with people's code. I should be using the, but no. It's not a good way to introduce people. In case they're new there, people will not say, there's one guy like this that said one thing about women. No.
I don't know about that. After how long?
No. You see, that's what I said. I don't want to start people's.
And of course,
the next video is women are crazy, Toby.
And after, just to my right, we have Dara, the one and only.
Thank you.
I don't even know what title to give you. Then we have Rema's auntie.
Okay, Mama Tunde.
In the building. Mama Tunde. I hope Tunde is not the name of somebody that will watch and will say you're claiming it. Okay, I'm just asking you. So we'll not get copyright.
Just to get the
we'll not get paper one day. Like Mama Tunde is taking. And you have me.
Michael!
Don't mention it.
Don't mention it. So starting off, how was everyone's week?
It wasn't bad. It was busy.
Busy.
I thought it was really like what happened? How was it?
I had really week.
Oh.
I'm the only one. Actually, we're both so I had really week.
Okay.
But it was still busy.
Enjoyment.
Okay. So anything interesting?
Because they're not still in school.
You didn't enjoy.
Yeah.
Anything interesting happened? Did you travel?
No, sadly.
Okay.
She was
Boring.
off social media a bit. I know.
Yes, she went into hiatus.
I cleansed.
You took a page from Dara's book.
I'm still on my own. Halfway. I'm still halfway.
Dara, how's your week?
One leg
Yeah,
out.
we know
Exactly,
you.
I'm still one leg in, one leg out of my.
Oh,
So
yeah.
wait,
You're always
sorry.
like
If
that.
you are one leg in one leg, how do you wear trousers? How's your week now? Wow. Any gist? How's your week?
It's not bad. I went for we met at the.
Oh yes. On the streets, I was so this.
I even thought you guys went on a date.
No. Don't worry. I would give you people. I was on the streets of Kingston, and the Lord told me enter this place.
Is the Lord saying something?
Shakum Makum.
Is the Lord saying something?
Hey, I said, Father Lord, are you know, like Moses and the bunny. I said, Father Lord, are you speaking to me? He said, yes. He said, enter this place. I said, okay. But that's how. So, then apart from the black, this thing, what else happened?
Nothing
How's the market for you?
That's true. It's been dormant a bit.
Oh, it's been good.
It's been good.
My market has been good. Thank you very much.
I hope we'll have to review that one of these days.
Sure, you know what's going on.
And how far we working on business? Are you how 2023?
I'm still beginning 2020. We still have a few more months. We've not achieved the goals
In March.
So for those that don't remember or that are new, that are just meeting us for the first time, we had an episode which I think we'll link it in the description, where we spoke about New Year resolutions and goal for 2023. I think we also we had the discussion about what's the difference between New Year resolution and setting
Yeah,
goals, and one to sum it all. Toby and Dara said they were taking the market serious.
I
to throw that.
think there's no need to prove anything. There's no need to prove anything. Just go and watch it.
Calm down. You guys know I'm still doing introduction.
Sorry, sir.
So let me control the narrative.
Oh shit.
Yes.
Please.
Okay. We have to
Yes.
fight for ourselves. But you're cutting us
This
off.
is not democracy.
No,
This is not democracy. Toby, the man from the city of B.
As in, it's been.
B.
Yeah.
The city where you did now.
Ah, God damn.
Oh,
You should get to boots.
No, it takes a while.
Is it-
1+1, that's connect.
But Toby,
Yeah,
how's everything? What's
Yeah,
happening?
it was just the usual thing: walk and then sleep. That was just it.
Walk and sleep.
What kind of sleep?
Yeah, it's
That sounds sad.
You don't even eat. Just walk and
Yeah.
You didn't go out.
Even when I tried cooking, it was
Oh, yes, you
something
said
else.
you
What do you mean?
That's
Trying
okay.
to
I
cook?
know.
The
What's
pillars.
happening to
Where did you get that from?
I don't even know what to do with it. Like,
You have knife, you take knife. You need
No, I-
butcher knife or take-
I
take
cooked it like that.
Wow.
so I know how to place it. You couldn't enter any particular plate. I know how to place it like this and cover it with a foil, put it in the fridge. So the problem will now be eating it because I eat a bite, put it again. Because it's actually very big.
I didn't see the picture.
You know animes,
Anime.
drums,
Very big,
anime,
actually.
anime. When they are eating food in animes.
Oh,
and
the
big chicken that is always
Very big, yeah.
massive.
I couldn't
Why
cut
did
it.
you
I
buy
tried.
that portion?
I didn't know. I bought a box of it. A box. So
So
I just
you
bought
bought
a
a
box
box
of
and
chicken.
you
No, African store at Ottawa, in Ottawa.
Ah.
I didn't even know. No, I didn't open the
Can't you go back
box.
for them to cut it?
I'll go to Ottawa because
Yeah,
They
they
are
Oh.
much more that it could have helped you.
oh, I wasn't even thinking of that.
No, don't worry.
worry.
Okay, don't worry. So, guys, leaving the chicken
Palaver.
palaver. So, starting off this week, my week anyway was see they don't care about me. I don't
Sorry,
understand.
sir. Sorry, sir.
I'm giving them my all.
Because you are not so
saying.
important.
Like I was just.
Oh, thank you for asking, boy.
Nothing happened, I can guess.
African.
my week,
the
my week.
black.
You meet her.
My. So this week, what happened for me this week? I volunteered to take part in help organize the Black entrepreneurship ecosystem here in. So we
Thank you for our crew. Our crew at the background.
you know, I never expected it. I feel so happy. So we had a event this week. That was where I bumped into Dara.
That you had the mini date.
Yeah. No. It was after that
Don't
we had
deny
after
that.
that we had we stayed for a little bit of the drag show.
Yeah, there was a
Yeah, drag show is something I'm
event.
not very familiar with until I
I've
got
been to a drag show. It was
yeah.
interesting. Very, very interesting.
Yeah, so it was just it's a platform for promoting black owned businesses in Kingston here, and it was just it was the first of series of events that would obviously take part over the year. So
Yeah.
basically, that was my weekend. Summer, so
And
we're planning.
to quickly keep it in, the bowling too was very nice.
Oh,
Yeah, then
yeah.
yes,
I
yeah.
won.
Then the gang.
I love dining.
I won.
There's no need to even
I
prove
won.
anything.
It's not-
I won.
Actually, even with that, with all the
Oh, shit,
cheating,
I
you still did not win.
So the good thing.
Take a picture of
the-
the
Yeah,
score.
you didn't
Oh.
So the good thing is let it be noted Dara claimed she won, but
She was
the good thing
He tried to win.
no the
but
good
he
thing
couldn't
the good
even
thing
win.
is we live in a democratic system and we're in a transparent system. Sharon will leave the score. We'll put the score right here.
Yes, I
So for you,
But
we won't say who won.
It was also rigged.
No. We won't
The
say
score, the
No,
score.
you were not going to win it that way.
no.
I'm
We
not
won't
even
say
talking about that. I could have won.
You could laugh.
yes.
There were a lot of factors to it.
to the reason why I'm doing this.
Yes, I could
I
have.
told you I give you back at 56.
No,
and I said that
the
I
issue
did
is-
12, you still did not.
You noticed that I started doing poorly after that
It's
result.
not our fault.
My morale was down.
No.
If you people did not keep my morale, I could have won. No, yeah, I'm not blaming you
Blame
people.
yourself for your
But you
morale.
people caused the morale down. So, but no, it's okay. It's okay.
It's okay.
Then
It's okay. No. But for the sake of transparency, we'll leave the scoreboard on the screen, so you decide who won. It's as simple as that, and you know who is lying. I'm not saying anybody is lying, but I believe in transparency. So, Ginny, I bought water for you, Ginny.
No problem.
Okay. So there's something that came across my timeline this week, which is the 90-day rule, which it's very common with women. I think they always have this 90-day rule about 90 days. If they're talking to someone in 90 days and the person doesn't declare doesn't declare what direction the stuff is going, the
what situation?
The situation is going. That's a red flag. There's also something about 90 days that women are not giving the men the what was the polite word to? Is it coochie? I think coochie.
No, we'll go with Big Bang Theory. It says coitus.
Okay. Science students. Us, we are not.
Sheldon Cooper and everything.
No.
Toto. Everyone calls him Toto.
So basically that's the 90-day rule, and so it's something that I feel a lot of women do. I don't know if do you guys practice the 90-day rule?
For me, yeah, I used to.
You used to.
But not.
Okay,
no.
wait, you used to?
Yeah.
I don't know the 90-day rule.
So the 90 days, they're actually.
I don't know it because I don't practice or not practice.
Okay. So
let me
part of the reason Dara may not be aware is she's just entering the market now.
Okay, so let me explain.
I'm innocent and I don't need to know it.
Okay.
I practice the Christianity route of not knowing.
So
Christianity.
so
let me explain
give
what
more.
the 90-day rule. Okay, so there are actually two main types of the 90-day rule I know and I understand.
Okay.
So one of them is no sex after 90 days.
after or before 90 days?
After no sex, sorry.
Before 90 days.
Sharon have started.
English is not nice for me. But and then the other one is you're in a talking stage and you give the guy 90 days to make the situation official or to put a title on it.
To put a title on
The
it.
situation.
Okay. So
I used to do it and I just don't agree with it anymore because it's just pointless.
Okay, so based on that description now, Dara,
They all like.
have you
Makes
done it?
sense.
Have you done it before, or is it something you've done before, or is it something have you done it? When you ask people a direct question of a yes and no, and they think about it, you know that. Let me give you people. Let me give you people one philosophy of life. When you ask someone a yes or no question, and the person is starting to process it, he's actually not processing the question. The person is thinking of how best to lie to answer the question.
There's no answer to the question.
It is very simple. Have you see what did I ask? No, let's just. Dara, have you done 90 days? What are you thinking?
I'm trying to think about it.
About what?
If
Whether you have done it.
Wait.
Dara, let me simplify your thought process. You have dated before. Did you give him 90 days or not? Yes or no? What is hard?
Then I have to calculate how many days before.
Do you need a calendar?
I guess so, yeah, sure.
Or you gave him 90 days
Yeah.
to define the relationship or to get intimate, or what was it?
To define, to get, I don't know. I guess so, yeah.
Okay, so in this, let it be noted, Dara is being political correct.
I don't.
Let it be noted.
I
Toby!
actually don't know.
Yes, Toby. Have you
Given 90 days.
That reminds
I
me.
don't understand.
Usually the 90 days.
Wait, that
after-
reminds
You know what? Answer the question first before you answer the question. I feel like I'll feel more
Wait.
confident about the answer.
Wow. Hey, Toby, how is your situationship going?
Which situation?
Okay.
And that just came out of nowhere.
I don't understand.
I'm
Which
just
situation?
asking.
No. I'm taking that those privileges away from you.
No.
Which situation?
Because should I reference it? There is in the beginning the first episode we had, where we were declaring markets.
Oh,
So before you assume, I'm just you see my hosting.
I'm listening to you.
My hosting comes
I'm
with
listening
reference.
to you. No,
my hosting,
I'm listening
my
to
hosting
you.
comes with reference.
Yeah, I want to.
Yeah,
You go and watch.
Part of nowhere.
this episode I'll be pulling. This episode to get. I'll be pulling from past episodes. That's
go and watch the past episodes.
So past episodes, people that don't understand.
Okay,
yes.
okay, yeah. Go and watch.
We'll link it. We'll
Go and
link
watch
it.
the past episode.
We'll link it.
No, I still don't understand the situationship that he's talking about. Explain
When we
from
asked
the
you
past.
if you are in the market, you were.
I said I didn't give any answer. That wasn't necessary.
And that said,
That doesn't necessarily
situation.
mean-
Don't worry, see.
I never said.
You know what?
I never said there
we'll
was a
put that
situationship.
episode down. We'll put that episode down.
Of course, that's even the first
Okay.
episode.
Yes.
So go on. Watch.
So, Toby, 90 days. Have you
So
given?
are you
Have
saying
you been giving?
Have I given? a
Have you
lady
given
90
or
days?
have you been giving? Because for a guy,
Then,
guys,
no,
yeah.
the funny thing is, you might not know if you've been given
Oh, that's
because because you just notice that the person has fizzled out. Well,
true.
the only thing is, have I been in situations whereby people have fizzled out a lot?
After 90 days.
I don't even know. Like I wasn't counting. I just noticed that after a while, the person just stopped talking.
Oh, but for a guy,
But-
okay.
The funny thing, no, I was.
No,
It's a different case. If I'm writing down that, okay, today I'm starting to talk with this person. Okay,
I was
yeah,
going to ask.
let's
They are now
count.
serious.
Is it now
They
90
are
days?
flirting. Oh, we did not flirt. No,
Is
it's
it
like
now
that.
90 days?
Okay, so Toby, so
So, no, what I'm saying is,
Yeah.
now it's a different case. Most people I relate with, and this fizzling out is not a thing of, because one thing I believe is, if I'm interested in someone, there is no problem in defining the relationship. In fact, I don't necessarily believe in the 90-day rule. If I find you attractive, I was having this particular discussion with someone that we had an argument. The person believes in this long time courtship, and for me, you can get to know so much about someone in 3 months or 4 months. For me, because I've not known my car for more than 6 months, and I can, like, if I enter his room and there are a lot of things in that room, I can say that this is not my car zone, this is my car zone, based on the few relationship. So even if you have been living with someone for so long, you might not necessarily know the person, irrespective if he doesn't want you to know. So except you're just trying to be oblivious to some things, like you just see them. So that's not even the topic anyway. So I'm just making reference to that. So for me, the 90 days, I don't feel I even need to wait for 90 days to make my intentions known. If I see a girl, I will know if I like her or I do not. But now, the problem with me is, most times I enjoy defining it. But the problem with me is, most times I go with the intention of being friends with ladies. And then we started chatting or doing all that. I didn't know that it was already talking stage. Seriously, for most of them, you just know.
Talking stages, you understand that, okay, me,
You
I
like
like
the
you,
person.
you like me. And
So-
then
Me, I enjoy conversing.
And for me
Let's get to
personally,
know each
and
other.
Me, I enjoy conversing.
you know, we had this
Irrespective.
conversation in the car is when new vocabularies are just popping up from anywhere, where there is talking stage, there is husband privileges, there is
There's
courtship,
situationships.
there is situationship, there is dating. And when you ask people to define, and you're like, but this definition is not different from the other one.
Yeah,
And you're
they
like,
did.
why you guys just coming up with new vocabularies to? You just change one line, and it's a new old vocabulary, and I'm like, yes,
It's
our background guest, yes, we have someone in the background
So-
that she will just be chipping in from time to time. I forgot to put on the Oh, that's cool. That's cool. So yes, we have our background. What are we going to call our background?
Our crew.
Our
Backstage.
crew, backstage, backstage.
You know your face?
No.
Privacy. Anonymous.
I want to brag.
So yes,
Who put a
She's
mic in
marked.
front of you there?
yeah. But before I just Toby, so have you given the 90 days rule?
So, giving.
Have you given?
As in, like, you've not.
From a guy point.
Actually, wait,
As
to be
in-
honest, guys don't really do the 90-day rule.
Wow. Why you saying wait?
Why would I give a 90 day rule?
Wait, Sharon, you can't speak for women.
But
You
wait.
can't
I'm
speak for
sorry. No,
Let
but
him speak
no.
for that.
No,
Let her
I'm
talk.
telling
Let her
you.
talk. Let her
The
talk.
rule of 90-day rule, everybody knows that the 90-day rule only applies for the women.
So it's
Men
something
don't
women-
really apply the
I don't even think of 90-day rule when I'm having a conversation with them.
The guys will ask you actually once they are ready, like, okay, sure, what's going on?
Once they are ready, once they know.
If you are not ready, if they are not ready, they are not ready, irrespective of
like,
them.
okay, let me figure this out. Let's test the waters first before we
Let me be honest. I noticed that men, they actually, once they set their eyes on you, oh yeah, my wife already.
Wow.
That's you're gonna be
It's
mad.
not in all cases. It's not in all cases.
I don't agree with
No,
It's
a
not
lot
enough
of men.
I don't agree with
A lot of men.
Okay.
Not in all
So
cases.
yes.
I'm telling you.
Yes, wait, it's good.
No,
It's good.
I agree with one that you see like, yes, I want you, but not necessarily this is my wife. Like, oh yes, I want you.
Exactly.
But not the one of this is my wife. Wanting can be in a different form of wanting. They can want you to be wife, they can want you to be side chick, they can want you to be main, but they want you.
Elaborating on the 90-day rule, right? So when a woman or a lady decides on the 90-day rule, like, and she's like, there is 90 day. The example you gave was 90 days for the guy to define the relationship. At that point it's a friendship, to define the friendship, right? Because you guys are friends at that point.
No, to take it to the next level.
Upgrade the friendship, or 90 days for no anything physical, right? Would it be cool if a guy also did that? So how would it be if the guy also said, you know what, in 90 days I'm also not going to invest into, since if a guy, so it's a preference, right, for women. So what if the guy's preference too was, in 90 days I'm not investing into this?
What do you mean by investing?
What's the definition? What are you investing?
I'm not taking the lady out.
Okay.
I'm not taking the lady out. I'm not spending money. So would it be cool? Because then the reason why I ask is, on your own point, you read it as the guy is not investing.
Not necessarily for me. When I say, what we're in the 90 days, it's not that we're going out, we're talking, we're flirting, we're texting, we're doing overnight midnight calls.
For 90 days? You guys will go on a date?
I'm
shocked.
You're going out, but then like...
You go on a series of dates, right? Movies.
I guess.
How do people... Wait. How do people date first? I don't understand how y'all...
Okay, can I
it makes sense what you guys are saying.
Okay, I can understand what they are.
Wait, how do people date? You don't just talk for 90 days. So you guys will go on a lunch date or to the movies?
By investment, like
that's time. That's money.
By investing in the relationship, right?
Yes.
There are other ways in the
because within that 90 days,
that money.
Give me examples.
You guys
Wait,
does that make sense?
What Sharon saying?
You
invest
the problem.
Define. No. Sharon, define.
Okay, I'll give you an example.
Point. I'm not, because the fun of saying I attack people. I'm not attacking you. I'm just asking define. Define, please. How does a guy? Wait. Let me ask the question. How does a guy in 90 days invest?
Okay, not peace. Okay, let me rephrase that. God help me.
No,
let me rephrase that. There are other ways in investing.
Please. This is not one. Okay, I'll give you that. You know how you have yellow card and red card? That's a yellow card. I've collected it back. Okay.
You're not even letting me think.
Okay. Because I think I can boost Sharon's point.
There are
other ways.
Because
I can't even give an example.
see.
Okay.
From my own point of view. Okay. Wait, don't struggle with it. Don't struggle with it. Don't struggle with it. I think the problem.
So, Toby, sorry to interrupt. Toby, so what you are trying to deny is what you want to deny is that you assume that
let's say
you assume, which is not bad, because you people will assume I'm saying it from a negative standpoint, but I'm not. A guy, when building a relationship, invests time and money. Those are the two commodities. a man has to invest into a relationship from the beginning stage prior to when the relationship ends. You trying to convince yourself that there are other things that are not linked to those two is why you are finding it difficult.
Yeah, time, but money really?
Wow.
Well, okay. Can I say what I want to say? Now, I think it's okay when we base metrics on money or the financial aspect, but I just think life is actually more than that money thing.
Definitely.
Now, the problem most times is you're so quick to say, I'm dropping money. Number one, who forced you to drop the money? That's my own point of view. Now, if you're dropping money and you're using your time, you're still chatting the girl up. You're the one. You know what you want. So if you're pushing what you want for that long, nobody is forcing you. So why are you saying that she's not investing, she is not giving you a particular thing? Now, if I have my principles, and then there are a lot of things you gain from talking to someone. Except if it is just based on, like, you're not really talking to confirmed people. See, for me, life is more than a girl even dropping money. Life is more than a girl having sex with a girl. Seriously. There are times you chat with some girls and you get insights, even ideas, nice ideas that you cannot even buy with money. So if I'm spending time with a lady...
You just said spending time. That's what I said.
If I'm spending my time with a lady, she is also spending her time. That's the main thing. So if we are going out, you are saying the guy is investing time, the lady also is investing her time. So most times we are just quick to say that, and it is because guys' value system is based on sex and the money they are giving. Mm-hmm. If you see value beyond that, it shouldn't be a problem that a girl is not having sex with you or is not dropping money in that space.
So in the 90 days, which is why I asked, if a guy had the same metrics as they said the 90 days, how would they perceive it?
That's the reason for starting with that. For me, I don't necessarily believe in the 90 days because, number one, if you're basing your value systems on, okay, how long you're waiting, then it's so rigid for me. Like, you should know what you want.
They treat the 90-day rule like as ultimatum because men really don't like to take action. Some men don't like to take action.
See,
I'm letting they'll just be waiting because the woman has not said anything and the woman is not complaining, so they just chill because they are not paying any complaints.
What?
That might be true, but not in all cases because I've noticed
that men, if you just be like, okay, sure, let's be from day one, or that it shows interest, let's enter. You're saying that men after a while will just not do anything. Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm saying that you've entered the situation. Everything
like
is
you
going
can be
cool.
there for 3 years and the man might not say anything.
For 3
But
years.
then what's
No
the benefit
title.
of the 90 days? Because at the end of the day, after 90 days,
So that you're not prolonged for 3 gigs.
So,
but why do you? My own issue is why do you have to wait till
after,
90 days?
Yeah. So if after
I'm saying
so
that
wait.
a lot of men need ultimatums.
So if after the 90 days he says let's date, right, and you break up after 1 month, what's the benefit of the 90 days?
No, because she's saying that the person you can be
because the relationship has been doing the time.
Wait. She's saying that there is. I think what she's saying, correct me if I'm wrong, is that people can be talking with each other for 3 years or something like that, but you'll be like, oh no, but not putting any.
Talking for 3 years.
Is that what I'm saying? That's
No, you guys are giving. That's an exaggerated example. No.
Guys can be
But they were not no title.
Wait, so what were they? Wait, no.
There was not if you ask the guy, you'd be like, okay, what are we? The guy will be like, oh, wow.
Person
I'm
there,
Getting to know each other.
And the girl is not complaining.
So wait, are you saying in that 3 years she wasn't dating anyone, he wasn't dating anyone?
Exactly.
Sharon.
So there is a possibility of them dating,
So also can not believe me. I not believe this story. Go.
Even 10 years.
So basically,
they are friends.
Sharon has killed us.
With question mark on it.
So wait, no, Sharon, no, wait. Sorry, no, wait. Let me understand. No, Sharon, I'm not coming for you. Explain.
I want to talk to people in the audience.
Sharon, the story is a lie.
For 10 years.
Sharon, it's not possible.
10 years.
Sharon, it's not possible.
Yes, it is.
You are friends. You put them as friends. Quotation.
So, Sharon, what you are
You
saying.
don't put any
Sharon, you're lying. See,
Sharon is.
I will speak on all you people's behalf. She's lying.
I told you.
Sharon, what you are saying is they were talking for 10 years. The girl did not date or look at
No,
any other.
obviously, that's not
Because
possible.
That's what she's saying.
Women can do that too. It's just that.
And you will not define. No, that's not possible. No,
Some women
At this
are
point,
very
you give
loyal,
up this
especially.
No.
I'm trying, Sharon. No, I'm trying. But wait. I think what? Wait, let me.
Sharon needs to explain well.
Wait. Let me. You people are talking over. Let me understand what they are trying to say. They are saying that you guys are talking to each other. Wait. Let us stop before you start talking about us. You guys are friends, in quotation. You are talking with each other. You guys are flirting all the time. You guys talk. You are smiling, shiny teeth, going out to eat, but you guys are not in any described relationship. So the guy has the opportunity to still talk to other people.
Yes.
Because of that. So, but he's talking with the girl, but he's not giving the girl any reassurance as you are my girlfriend. We are dedicated. We are committed. But then because the guy is like, we're not. I'm talking to you. We're smiling. We're dating. We're going out. But we're not committed. They're not my girlfriend, so I can still do that with the same person. Exactly. So that 90 days is that okay? After I've seen this is going on for 2 months, I leave and I'm like you are not taking any action to give me confidence that I am the only one. Because if you're like okay, we're flirting with you, we're going out, we're going on clinical, but you've not put anything. But because of that, because he has not given her any label or whatever he wants, they are not in a committed. The guy is still allowed to still do it with other girls. So he has this abundant level of people he can call to his house and flirt with, but does not have any described label with any of them, and that can go on for a long time.
Sharon, he's also putting that. He's also telling the girl that she can't also see other guys or anything.
She can't say that. No, you can't say that. It's not defined. If it's not defined.
No, that means it has changed.
If it's not defined, you can't say someone there.
If it's not defined, how can you?
She could do the same thing. She could do the same thing the guy is doing, looking at other people.
Micah, what she's saying is that she's right. What she's saying is that you already assume that you guys are dating, right? But the girl already assumes, let's say. But then the guy has not confidently said that. Yes,
the same girls that have 10 guys on waiting list.
That's what you're talking about. Different girls. They're talking about two different girls.
But because they have waiting list doesn't mean that they are not interested in a particular person.
We're talking about two different girls. They're talking about girls that have 10. We're talking about this girl that is loyal to one person already assumes that they are together. But the guy has not given her any label. So the guy is also with another person.
But she hasn't given him any label too.
Yes, she has. She has given his label.
Because we are changing this.
Why will you give him?
Why will you give if you are the one waiting for the 90 days?
Are you telling me that you've never been in a situation where
But you're the one that
are you telling me when?
Because you're the one that created the 90 days rule.
Michael, they are confusing it. Listen to us. Open your ears and listen. Don't just listen.
You guys are changing the
No,
rules.
we're not changing the rules. You're not listening. You're listening to what you want to hear. You're not hearing what we're saying. You listen to us.
Are we still talking of the 10-year example? Or this we've left that one?
We're talking about
The way we are going, we've even moved away from the topic. We've moved away from the topic.
No,
Michael, you don't want to hear.
Because now you're talking about defining something and 10 years.
Listen, the woman wants a
because
title,
now we are
but
saying
the man
that.
is not giving the title. That's what we are saying.
Michael, are you telling me that
So
you
there's a 90-day
Michael, are you telling me there's no?
So how is the person stuck in a rule she created for 10 years? That's what I don't get.
Michael, we're not saying that.
We're saying, let me tell you. So women don't. So women just
go through something.
I think
Sharon is not explaining. No, because Sharon can explain.
I understand what I want to say, but Michael.
Sharon is not explaining how someone said if this guy doesn't give a title in 90 days. Wait. So she's stuck in her own rule for 10 years.
No, Sharon is saying
That's
that.
what I'm saying to us.
No, Sharon is saying that the reason.
Wait.
Wait.
Women, so they don't
do
be
that.
So that they don't do that. So they are not in
That's why
a situation for 10 years.
So Sharon said.
Instead of being in a situation for 10 years.
Wait, you said there's an example of a 10 years. Someone was stuck in this talk phase for 10 years.
In high school, God.
I knew it had to be high school. So what she's saying is you and someone were close in high school and you guys just went all the way to that's not a 90-day rule.
No,
I knew it had
You people are shouting.
Listen to us.
It's okay.
Open your ears and listen. This is before the
You guys are changing
Okay.
goalposts.
Let me explain what you're saying.
No, we're not.
Now,
We're not.
listen. Micah, what?
Are we talking of the 10 years?
What they are saying?
Is it the 10 years?
Yes, it's the 10 years example.
Explain it.
Yeah. Now, what she's saying is,
Two
number
people met
one.
in secondary school.
number one, we are not even talking about two.
No.
Oh God.
Listen. Wait, just listen. Now, what they are saying is, number one, the reason why the rule is created is
Why
because listen.
One different
Wait,
page.
they are not
There was
saying
a
that.
penny
Wait,
example
oh
given
yeah. What
Can
you
someone
said?
explain
Wait.
how we got to
Wait, that's what I'm trying to do.
Explain.
That's what I'm trying to do. She talked about 10-year experience.
Yes.
And she said that the reason why you could get to the 10-year that experience is because it was never defined. That is the reason why the rule is being created. So she's not saying that she defined it like 90-day rule and then it extended to 10 years. That's not what she's saying. So that's it.
So Sharon is saying two people met in secondary school, right? Secondary school. They were talking and they talked for 10 years. Make it make sense, come on.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I don't. That's why.
So she was stuck for 10 years. Wait, she was stuck for 10 years that she was dating this guy. The guy never said don't date other people, right?
But
Sharon.
the guy did not put it in a situation.
He never said anything about she seeing other guys.
I'm not even talking about
She
that, because
automatically assumed.
that's not even the main thing that we are talking. We are really talking about defining this relationship, especially when it comes to 90 days, which is what they are saying, and why is it important. And
because they come, they missed something.
Because someone just gave and that's why I said, is this example exaggerated? You people kept saying no. And I was trying to make you people understand.
I think it's not bad too, as sometimes painting the extremes. Like, okay, this is the extremes that can even be.
And that's why I asked, did the guy say?
They said that they were talking for 10 years. What do you mean they were talking for 10 years?
I'm not even saying it's true or it's a lie.
So it's
But what we are
either,
saying
so
is,
it's either the guy
why is it
assumed
important
something.
to define relationship, and why is it that a time frame is important? What's the essence of the time frame? So that's it. I think so that we will not just continue to drag what is not necessary to drag, that is important, is not important. Like
They like to stay in one place until they find another thing.
That's why the rule
Who
is
likes
just
to drag?
I will say that there are situations. Wait, I can say that there are situations that guys drag women along. I won't even lie.
But that situations.
It might not even be intentional. So I'm not even going to say that who likes to drag or who doesn't like to drag. There are situations like that. I think what everyone is trying to say now is like, that's the reason why it should be defined. I think I might have even been in situations like that, coming out plainly to say that I might have been in situations whereby it was later that I saw that I might have even dragged some people along. And it was never intentional, seriously saying it here. But I never saw it as the talking stage, just like I said. But it was later when I had a sincere discussion with someone like, this person just stopped talking to me, and what happened? And the person said,
they thought you were
they
doing
thought
something,
you-
but then
exactly.
after a
So,
while, they realized that it is not
but for me, I
something
never
to
saw
do.
it that way. But in the true fact, it was like you dragging the girl along in a way.
Exactly.
So now it's you setting your boundaries to know that, of course, when it is this time and this guy is not saying anything, if I don't want friendship with this guy, I move on. Like, it is not a crime. Seriously, that's just what I think.
So, going back to what I asked, I didn't say it was a crime. I asked, women give their preferences, and they've given, which was something she said, the 90-day rule. And I was like, if a guy also gives that preference, what is the guy supposed to do within that 90 days? What is he supposed to put? If he also gave, because you...
Wait,
Yeah,
sorry,
yeah.
question. I want to understand what
I
you're
get
saying
what
so
you're
that I
saying.
can answer the question.
So if you give a 90-day rule,
I get what
right,
you're saying.
let's bring it down. You give a 90-day rule.
Okay.
That even in 90 days, right? This guy is supposed to do. I'm not going to put words on my. He's supposed to do so, and so, right?
Okay.
Now, if a guy chooses to go by that standard and gives a 90 days rule,
Okay.
you are. So at this point, he's also giving his own 90 day, and he's giving so.
I won't spend on her.
I won't spend on her. I won't take her out on a date. I'm not going to give her more than this amount of time in a day. I'm not going to give her more than this amount of time in a day. How would you perceive it?
I don't think it's wrong. It depends on
Can I clarify something?
But
the purpose of 90-day rule is so that you're not strung along for too long without any.
Yeah, that's why I said the guy can also.
And then, so if the guy, if it's a situation of okay, the guy also does not want to.
Because nobody is telling each other the 90 days.
Shut up and let me talk. Let us talk. What's the
talk
point?
now.
God. Let me finish conversation. I've already forgotten everything I wanted to say. Now, let me talk first. So if it's a guy that does not, he wants to put it in a 90-day situation where he doesn't want to be strung along for longer than necessary when he does not know what is happening. It's a situation of we're talking together after 90 days and I see that you are not doing anything in terms of like I asked you out after 90, like I asked you out and then there is no response. Then I cut myself up. Is that not what the situation
is? Let me come back to you in particular. Now, what you're just mentioning now is okay. After during the 90 days, okay, let's even say we mentioned it that okay, within the 90 days. I think the 90-day rule that you are really looking at is pertaining more to sex than even defining a relationship.
No, I just said time. I just said time.
Wait. I have a reason. Wait, I have a reason for saying that. Now, if you're talking about time, now. The girl too is given time, and this is the way I want to look at it now. Now the guy is not saying within 90 days we won't go out to eat. Within these 90 days we are not spending time with each other and everything. And the guy is not even saying that within these 90 days you have to spend on me. See, sometimes the guy also just wants to know you. Like sometimes the guy doesn't even necessarily need your money. Like there are some like that. There are some that wants your money anyways. Yeah. Now there are situations whereby even the 90-day rule most times, especially when it comes to dating, I'm not even talking about sex, when it comes to dating, most times, if the girl is really serious, it doesn't have anything to do with money most times. Because what I've noticed is, if a girl likes you to a point whereby she's saying that, I want to see what this guy will do within 90 days, she might not necessarily care if you're not spending so much, but you're giving her enough attention. So, and that is like, we are not necessarily talking about.
But if you already have your own 90 days, not to give a limited amount of time to that person, that also contradicts our own 90 days. That's what I'm saying. So my point is, when you put up rules, don't forget other people have their own rules. And because of your rules are outrageous, can also affect.
How is that outrageous? Because she's still giving him attention. I understand the fact that, okay, maybe a lady is coming to a guy for money and then she's not ready to give sex in exchange. That's like a transactional relationship. But if we are not talking... if we are not talking about that...
What's the definition of this 90 days? Because the way I'm looking at 90 days, it looks like it's different from the way you are looking at 90 days.
It's you guys' rule. I'm just saying if men took that rule, things wouldn't work out the way you people assume it will work out.
So what are you taking out of the rule? Is it the time? What are you taking out of the rule?
Okay, so what I understand from what you're saying is I'm giving you 90 days to see if you are using me or not. Yeah.
Is that not the goal of the 90 days?
No,
that's it now. Is it using me? No. I think it's okay.
Are you guys trying to be politically correct or just spitting facts? The goal of the 90 days is to know.
For me, though, I don't know. Based on what you guys have said.
So what's the goal of the 90 days?
You're hearing this one.
Do not waste time.
It's not to waste time.
When someone wastes their time is what? When someone wastes your time is what? They use you, right? So what are we saying here? Are we playing on vocabulary?
I feel like we need paper and pen.
No, because you guys want to play on vocabulary.
For me, I don't.
You just said the goal of the 90 days is to know. To not waste time. When someone wastes your time is what? They used you.
That's totally
different. Wait. I think that, okay, you like, okay, we are investing this, I'm giving you 90 days to make this official.
Sharon, in the 90 days, what did you invest into it?
What are you talking about investment?
It's not that deep. See, this thing is not that deep.
But two people invest into a relationship.
There are a lot of people I talk to, and we know that there is nothing that will happen. Like, there is nothing. And I will say, I've invested. I've invested. See, and what I'm saying is,
both of you give yourself.
what I'm saying is, I invest time. I invest time. Wait. I invest time in a lot of people, and I don't count it as a big deal. Like, I talk to a lot of people that I don't see it as, hey, see the time I've invested. What I'm saying is, if you're having a good time with someone, like you are conversing, you are having, like, you're enjoying your conversation, I don't think that's like investment like you are saying it. That's just one thing I think.
Time is investment.
I'm not saying it is not investment. But the main thing is, you can never be lonely in life. You relate with people in every facet of life. And that means you are investing time in those people. And sometimes, the people why do you spend so much time talking to your parents? Is it necessarily because you're expecting anything back? But it's because you just enjoy their company. Why would you now wake up and say, hey, see the time I've invested in my parents? You don't see that as investment when you're talking to your loved ones.
You can't compare. Toby,
no, the reason for saying it is there are some friendship or relationship.
We're not talking friendship.
Okay, let me say there are some relationships that you're just starting, and you enjoy that conversation, you enjoy that moment, and you're just trying to be careful. See, there are even more investments than time. There is emotional investment. Now you're getting to.
How do you invest emotionally without time?
I'm saying emotional investment is even different. Wait, emotional investment is even different from time investment. It just reflects that if you are emotionally,
you can't emotionally invest without time.
You cannot, but emotional investment is different.
That's why time. When Sharon said it, I started with time.
Emotional investment is different from time investment. But there is no way you will express your emotional investment without using your time. Because you can invest your time with someone that you're not emotionally invested in at all. And that is the reason why we go to work. A lot of people are not emotionally invested in their work, but they just go to get things done, but they are investing their time. So the only reason why I will invest my time in someone is maybe because I have emotions for that person. And then it comes to a level that your emotions are growing over time. And you enjoy spending time with this person. Because your emotions are growing, you enjoy spending time. So it is not because you really want to spend time with them, but because your emotions are now growing. And then you're wasting time with this person. Now, if you do not cut it on time, it causes a lot of damage emotionally too. So with this thing that we are talking about now, and the way men take things is different from the way women take things emotionally most times. Like you can say I'm investing money, I'm investing time, but a lady might have invested a lot of emotions into it, looking at the future. So
you also invested same.
But yes, I'm not saying there is a problem in it, but I'm now saying that if a guy is not making a definition and then the lady is always investing in those things, there is nothing wrong in saying that this investment is not yielding. Let me cut it off after a while. There is nothing wrong with saying that.
And there is nothing wrong if
I'm not saying there is anything wrong. I already said it that even a normal lady, to me, of course there are situations whereby you expect him to buy you things or do something, but a normal lady will not wake up and say that I'm expecting 200k from a guy that you're getting to know like that. The only problem is, that's what I feel. That's what I feel. No, you might want to go out on a date and you want the guy to pay and all that. And seriously, it is not like a mandatory thing. If you're I've seen, especially even in this part of the world, I've seen people that if you're going out on a date, you agree, we are splitting this. So seriously, these days, it's not even about your money and all. And I believe, just to round it up, I believe that if as a guy, if a lady is giving a term or an agreement that this is what I want, and if as a guy too, I'm saying that I'm not spending my money on this person, there's nothing wrong with it. Like, there's no one forcing you to. That's just my own belief, and that's just where I'm stopping.
Everyone will get that final.
If you understand what Micah is saying, explain to me in the comment, because I'm tired. Also want to explain it to you that Micah watching you understand. Because this one he was
That's your final.
That's my final word there. Please, someone explain it to Micah. Understand?
Okay.
So I understand what Micah is saying.
Sharon,
Please,
Sharon, please, your final
comments.
I don't know what to say.
Yeah, that's something you said was
sorry. 90-day rule is just a time frame, an ultimatum for men to put a title on whatever this is or whatever the situation is. That's it.
To stop. Micah, the Oga. Ogawa. Our Oga.
everyone.
He's entitled to their opinion.
No, definitely. I'm simple of the emotion of think for yourself, Sha. But that is, I would not drag what should not be dragged, but I hope we have been able to
confuse and
No,
not
no, no,
convince.
to enable you question your line of thoughts at least.
The reason why you believe in that 90 day rule.
The reason why 90 days from their own perspective and from the other person's perspective, because you have your own 90-day philosophy, which is good. The person also could have their own 90-day philosophy.
It might be different.
And would most likely be different. So, when something is not going the way you want, based on your own 90-day philosophy, it could also be maybe that's what the person also has in their own 90-day philosophy.
That's true.
But the thing is, since nobody ever said their own 90 days rule to each other,
each
everybody is left in limbo.
But why do we have to live like that? Okay.
Why do we have to live like that?
Because I just imagine it's too rigid when you're relating to someone on that level. So
the good thing is saying, no, be my rule. It's not my rule.
I don't know.
It's not my rule.
They just defined it today.
It's not my rule. So, thank you guys for listening. I hope you guys enjoyed the conversation. We'll put the links to the older video of Toby's market journey, Dara's market journey in the description. Which other reference did I give as well? There was a reference I gave that I think the New Year resolution goal setting would also have the video in the description. Please like, subscribe, share, comment, give us your own opinion. Wow.
That's important.
Drag those people you want to drag.
My campaign number one.
Yes, number one.
Let me put this straight. Don't come to my DM to drag someone. So go to the comment section and drag the person so that other people can see.
But it's all love, and thank you guys. Subscribe. Thank you. Love you all.